the signal, goes back to throw. Now looks to take off and run. Elway inside the 10 and dives over the 5-yard line. Great play. Great play by John Elway. Just phenomenal.
Check swing roller. Tulowitzki. Colorado, the National League champion.
Jokic has to put it up. Falling away, puts it up. Bang! Nikola Jokic knocks it down. His foot was on the line. A two-pointer. What a shot.
What up, people? What's going on with you? It's your host, Zamora, back at it again. Hope everybody had a fantastic week. Thank you guys for joining me as always. You already know the deal. Go hit that like, subscribe button, help your boy out. It really means a lot that you guys are here watching this. But without further ado, you know the drill by now. We got clips of the week coming up. So let's get into it.
Still trying to find his offensive way as well. Meanwhile, the Clippers have gotten off to a pretty nice start, 10-4. DeAndre Jordan, we're used to seeing that here in downtown. Leonard, tough pass. It was read all the way by Holiday. Ahead to Kentavious Caldwell. Back to Holiday for the stuff. Plenty of time for the Clippers. Westbrook. Powell sidesteps. Shot is blocked. And Brown has it. Denver with the last 9 controls. Clippers have led by as many as 11. Jackson backs up in the corner for the tray. It's good. Jackson. Porter Jr. back to Jackson. Late shot clock 3. It's good. Reggie with 32. Nice pass by DeAndre. Finished by Jackson. 8 points, 8 rebounds, 6 points, a couple of assists. Lob threat as always. And Reggie Jackson finds him for his 6th assists.
Seriously. I mean, what good are you?
I decided not to do anything about it.
Okay.
Lob to Tice. Wow, Strother with a great defensive play for Denver. Reggie played that role to perfection a couple of years ago with the Clippers. Strother for 3. It's good. It's a 4-point game. Air ball for George. Rebound Porter Jr. centers it back to Jackson. Watson breaks free to the rack, and that'll do it.
Rockets a good defensive team, if that's what you're wondering. Jamal Murray from deep, and he knocks it in! Jamal Murray, oh my. He sees the Nuggets, he sees,
that's exactly
I want
right.
to say he sees red, but he sees white tonight. Now Reggie Jackson, whoa, way downtown. A dinger right over the center field fence if you like Reggie Jackson. Jokic throws it down, his 2nd dunk of the season.
This is my Halloween, and honestly, now we all get to experience it all season long because that's his headshot.
I gotta love it. How about that, Chris Dempsey?
I love every second of that.
Brooks out on Jokic. Now Murray and Şengün on skates. Murray for 3. Yes.
We've missed that, haven't we?
Yeah. Corner 3, Smith Jr. No. Murray the rebound. Alley-oop. Christian Brown drops it home. He couldn't flush it. It is the 7th of the season, the 112th in his career. Extra pass, KCP, bam!
That is Nuggets basketball.
When he shoots, you just hope he misses because you didn't do anything to affect it.
Michael Porter on the drive and the finish. Porter coming off a superb game.
A lot of people are talking about those ugly courts, you know, but it's brought interest, and the intensity of play has been high early in the year.
Jokic, beautiful pass to Watson. According to the rules, that's what they needed to do.
Now the only bad part about that, you had your stars still in with 30 and you're risking injury and stuff like that.
There are two other players in this league with 5 on the shot clock. Jokic, nice feed inside. Watson with the flush. LeBron James, obviously, he's going to be 39 the end of December.
For the Suns.
He was great for Milwaukee, but when you have a chance to get Damian Lillard, sometimes you have to... Oh, he tucks it in. Jokic, 5 on the shot clock. Spins on Nurkic, turns, shoots, and scores. He's only taken 7 shots. He's hit 6 of them.
They'll rest Joker another minute. If they don't, they'll put him in early. Same thing with Vogel, with Durant.
Porter with a crowd. Brown comes flying in and throws it down. And the Nuggets back up by 4. Denver comes in with a 3-game winning streak. Phoenix 7-1 in their last 8 games. Durant pulls up. They got a piece of it. He thought a piece of his hand. Back to Caldwell Pope. 6 on the 24. Jokic spins, drives down a lane, running layup. It's good. Banks it in. And Frank Vogel uses his final timeout as Denver goes up 6 with 24 seconds remaining.
Welcome back. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Yeah, it was a pretty good week. We won every game except for the game that I didn't show, which is the Kings game. So basically what happened with the Kings game, AG came back, De'Aaron Fox went off, Malik Monk went off. The second quarter, we lost the minutes big time with DeAndre Jordan coming in and that bench unit hemorrhaged points. There was no defense played on either side pretty much, but the Kings got a few more stops than the Nuggets did and ended up putting it on us. De'Aaron Fox ended up with, I think, 26 and 16. Sabonis, I think, had 17 and 15 boards. Malik Monk had 26 off the bench. Jokic had another triple-double, 36, 14, and 15, if I'm correct. The Kings are a good team. We were on a back-to-back. If you want to hear, more of my thoughts on it, I was on Serbian Corner this week with Miroslav. Shout-outs to Miroslav. Thank you once again for having me if you see this. But it was a good show, and, I have most of my takes on there, so, we'll get on with it. Just going back in time, that was the Kings game. The Phoenix game, Nurk is a dumbass. Nurk had actually a very good game against Jokic and played some very good offensive basketball. The only thing is that he decided to pick up his 6th foul and foul himself out at the end of the game. And I had a tweet that said, this is like the quintessential, like, if you can compound Nurk's entire career into one game, that was it. He had a very good game, and then he decided to foul himself out. So, hey, it worked great for the Nuggets. We ended up winning that one. Jamal's return against the Rockets, he actually tweaked his ankle at the beginning of the game, which is why he wasn't playing the rest of this week. Just being precautious. I'm sure he'll be back. And then on the 27th, we played the Clippers. That was the Reggie game. Reggie went off. I believe he had 35 points. I mentioned this stat on Serbian Corner as well, but Reggie himself had 35 points. Russell Westbrook, James Harden, and Paul George combined had 31 points. So he outscored 3 of their big 4, which is pretty incredible for a backup point guard. Now, I wanted to get into, because it's my favorite time of the year now, we're getting ready for Christmas. We got stuff going on. But NBA-wise, we got the in-season tournament, baby. That's actually playing right now. That's actually, you see all this blue on my face? That's Indianapolis's court. Yeah, their bright ass blue and yellow court. I personally want Indiana to win. Right now, Boston is winning 55-47 with 30 seconds left in the second quarter. I got Indiana beating Boston. I think that's what's going to happen. The other game in the East is the New York Knicks against the Milwaukee Bucks. I'm going to go ahead and go with the Bucks on that one. I like New York. Like, I like that team a lot. But I just don't think they're going to be able to beat Milwaukee in a one-off. I don't know. Crazy things happen, but just give me Milwaukee on that one. So that means I got Milwaukee and Indiana in the Eastern Finals. Give me Indiana. All right. Give me Indiana. I just think Indiana's on a roll, man. And I love their offense. I love how they play. I'm watching them right now, man. It's great basketball. It's exciting stuff. They don't play defense at all, but it's fun. So, I don't mind if they go on to the inaugural first ever in-season tournament championship. Let's go to the West. The West, we got Lakers, Suns. So I'm going to go personally with the Lakers in that one. I just am not a believer in the Suns whatsoever. I don't like the Suns. I don't like the Lakers either. But if I'm just going to put my analyst hat on, I guess. Yeah, I just think the Lakers are a better team right now, especially with the injuries to the Suns stars. And in the most exciting, this is my favorite game of the weekend, we got the Pelicans and the Kings. I like the Pelicans a lot. I like Zion a little bit. I like Brandon Ingram a little bit, but I like the rest of their team a lot. Like Trey Murphy, I'm a fan. GTA, I'm a big fan. Nance, I'm a big fan. They got a lot of guys. They got I think somebody, I don't remember who said it, but 3 through 15, they might have the best roster in the league. They have a lot of good players. I really like that team a lot. But I'm going to have to go with the Kings, man. We just played them. De'Aaron Fox is playing like an MVP. Sabonis is doing his job very well. Malik Monk is playing his ass off. There's just a lot of talent on that team. I love De'Aaron Fox. I really believe he's a very, very, very good player. So that means we got the Lakers and the Kings in the next round. Give me the Kings on that one as well. I just think that they have the size to handle the Lakers' size. And De'Aaron Fox right now is, like I said, he's playing his ass off. Which means, in my personal prediction, we're going to get Pacers-Kings in the final. We're going to get Halliburton versus Fox. Like, how fun is that? I hope that happens. You get the Halliburton-Sabonis trade, right? You get to settle that one all out. Halliburton's playing like an MVP. Fox is playing like an MVP. They both have these great, great supporting casts. You got Malik Monk versus Bruce Brown. You got, Keegan Murray against Jabari Walker, Turner against Sabonis. Like, there's just great matchups all the way around. I really hope that works out, man, because I don't want to see Boston and LA. Let me just say that real quick. I do not want to see that. I don't think anybody in Denver wants to see that. I don't think anybody who's a real a smart basketball fan wants to see that. It's halftime right now. Boston's up. But, we'll see how it goes. One more thing I wanted to present to you guys. So I've been working. I told everybody on Twitter a little while back, I'm not looking forward to this week necessarily with the Nuggets because we're playing 2 games. We're playing one game against the Rockets. Womp, womp, womp. We're playing another game against the Clippers. Womp, womp, womp. We played both these teams a bunch of times already. I do not feel like going through and trying to explain these matchups again and all that stuff. So, I might make like a TikTok video later on and just so I, have it up there for people who, want to know what's going on or whatever, but I'm not going to do it on the show. So what I want to do is I want to bring some trade machine offers to you guys. This is fun because we're a quarter of the way through the season, all right? And we're coming up on a big, big date till the recently signed restriction is off and real trades can really start happening. Right now, for people who don't know, if you signed as a free agent, you're not eligible to be traded until December 15th. So seeing as that deadline is coming up, you're going to have a lot of guys that are going to be eligible to be traded after this, and it makes trading just a whole lot easier. One falls off December 15th. Another one falls off on January 15th. And then the trade deadline is like mid-February. I'm excited. They're pretty basic ones, but I do have one pretty complicated one I think is going to be really cool. So without further ado, let's get into it. Okay. So the first trade proposal I have here, as you can see, God damn it, it still didn't fucking do it right. As you can see, this is a pretty simple trade, but I like it a lot. Nikola Vucevic and Terry Taylor get traded from the Chicago Bulls, sent to the Oklahoma City Thunder for Davis Bertans and Alexei Pokusevsky, 2 first-round picks as well, a 24 first-round pick via Houston, and a 27 first-round pick via Denver. Listen, I like this trade because Vucevic is the big man that Oklahoma City could really, really use. He spaces the floor. He's a good rebounder. He's a big body. He can take the abuse from all these centers and give Chet some time to put on some weight. He's got a 3-year contract left, so you ride out those 3 years. Chet gets some weight under him. You got a guy who spaces the floor, who's smart. He's a veteran. He'll lead the team, and he has a lot of experience. He's been a lot of places, and he's been in the playoffs a few times. So I think it's a good pickup for them, and they're not giving up much. They're also getting Terry Taylor. I don't want to act like he's a throw-in in this trade because Terry Taylor's a pretty good player. He's a good wing. He's got some size. He's got a bit of athleticism. And I think he's the kind of player that Oklahoma City likes. And all they're really giving up, as far as players-wise, you're giving up Davis Bertans. He's basically on this team for this purpose, to be traded for something bigger. He goes to Chicago. Chicago could eat his money for the next 2 years while they potentially rebuild. This is a big theme that you're going to see. I believe Chicago needs to rebuild. And you also pick up Pokusevsky, who has a lot of potential, who a lot of people are high on. You got time in Chicago. If you start this rebuild, you got some time to, really help him out. He's only 21 years old. It's a good gamble on a potential building block. And if he doesn't work out, you get a 24 first-round pick via Houston. They also get a 27 first-rounder via the Nuggets. It's another pick you can throw in there. Vucevic doesn't have like a ton of value, right? He's got a 3-year deal. He's a little bit older. He's not a great defender. All right, so here's the next trade I got. This one is one of my favorites. Zach LaVine and Alex Caruso to the Lakers. That's not why it's one of my favorites. Fuck the Lakers. Fuck the Lakers. If I'm just going to be an honest basketball fan here, the Lakers need Zach LaVine. Zach LaVine needs the Lakers. Let Anthony Davis just focus on defense because the guy is super inconsistent offensively. His deficiencies are covered by the Lakers. The Lakers' deficiencies are covered by him. He's also a UCLA kid. I'm sure he would love to go back to LA and play for the Lakers. I added Caruso into this because you can't have a Gabe Vincent, Zach LaVine backcourt, man. You add Alex Caruso into this, then Austin Reeves is a must for Chicago. Austin Reeves is a cornerstone. He could be a building block for the Bulls. He can handle the ball. He can set up plays. They need a point guard. They get D'Angelo Russell out of this because Lonzo Ball, like I said, is going to be out for a long time. Rui Hachimura and Jared Vanderbilt, right? A couple big wing guys that, if you want to keep them, you can keep them. They're young enough. You also get Max Christie in this deal. Max Christie's a young guy. Lakers fans seem to like a lot. I haven't ever really seen him. Not going to be, I'm just going to be honest. Then you also get the 29 first-round pick from the Lakers. LeBron is going to be retired by then. Anthony Davis will probably be retired by then. That pick might be worth something. I think that's a great deal for the Bulls. Now, this is the last one. This is the mega trade here. Mega trade. Knicks, Raptors, Heat. The Knicks, you get Pascal Siakam, Thaddeus Young, Caleb Martin, Josh Richardson, and Haywood Highsmith. The Raptors get Tyler Hero, RJ Barrett, Duncan Robinson, Jaime Jaquez Jr., Nikola Jovic, Jericho Sims, and 4 first-round picks. Then Miami, you get Julius Randle, you get OG Anunoby, you get Otto Porter Jr., and you get Emmanuel Quickley. All right, so Toronto, you get Tyler Hero and RJ Barrett backcourt, man. Those two guys fit like yin and yang. They're both 23 years old. That, to me, I think that's just a great starting backcourt to start with on this rebuild. You still got Jakob Poeltl. This team still can even make some noise. Like, let's be real. You got Dennis Schroeder, Gary Trent in the backcourt for the backups. You get Jaime Jaquez. He's been killing it. Jalen McDaniels, Jericho Sims, a lot of athleticism, a lot of playmaking there, some good, smart players, shooting. That's a good bench. Yes, Masai Ujiri is notoriously stubborn about giving his guys up, but that's why you're getting all these picks. Starting five of Jalen Brunson, Quentin Grimes, Caleb Martin, Pascal Siakam, and Mitchell Robinson. Okay. Pascal Siakam stretched the floor a little bit. He's got a mid-range game, and he just brings so much to the table, man. He does a little bit of everything, and I just think Tibbs is going to love that guy. You still get a DiVincenzo, Josh Richardson backcourt. Like, those guys fit really well together. Josh Hart off the bench. Thaddeus Young can get some minutes next to Hartenstein. You add Pascal Siakam, and you're legit 12-13 deep still. That's wild. All right, now let's talk Miami, because Miami fans, I think, are going to love this the most, right? Emmanuel Quickley and OG Anunoby. You go from Kyle Lowry and Tyler Hero to Emmanuel Quickley and OG Anunoby, man. I cooked. You still got Jimmy. You get Julius Randle. I know. Fans right away are gonna be like, "Oh my God, I don't want Julius Randle on my team. He doesn't fit Heat culture." I know, but listen, Miami, you need some offensive punch, right? You need some guys that are willing to take some shots. And you know what? Julius Randle's going to take some shots, right? He's going to get you some buckets. He is a good offensive player. As much shit as Julius Randle gets, he is a good offensive player. But now you got some size in there, right? I don't see AG going in there and bumping around Julius Randle. You put OG on Jaylen Brown and Jimmy on Jason Tatum, and like Miami could win that. I also had one more just for the Nuggets fans. I actually didn't make a graphic for this one, though. But Zeke Naji straight up for Andre Drummond. If the Bulls are really about to reset, like I've implied here, they should do that. But yeah, so those are my trade offers. I went dummy on the trade machine. So I hope you guys enjoyed those. Earlier this week, I was listening to, I think it was on Locked On Nuggets, and I believe it was Adam Mares. He had this really good take about Jokic and how he's coaching people more and all that stuff. You know, I'm sure a lot of you guys are DNVR fans, and you probably heard that take just like I did. So I was just thinking about it because when he said it, it clicked in my mind. I feel like when Jokic won that championship, it was validation. It was confirmation that the way he plays and his style of basketball that he grew up with is the correct way. The way he played and the way he wanted to play was going to win in the NBA. And when he won the championship, it was proof that it did. It was proof of concept. I feel like after this summer, he really thought about that and was like, you know what? It does work, you know? And if I want to win like this again, I got to get these guys to understand that. So it was a compounding effect of like, you're getting all these young guys in here, right? You're getting Pickett and Hunter and P. Watt and Brown, and, you know, your whole bench is basically all these young guys, and you just came off of a championship. I just feel like, man, I feel like Jokic right now is just more confident than he's ever been. I feel like he knows the way he plays and the style of his game, you know, the floaters, the hook shots, everything, right? The passing, even his defense. It's a winning formula. And he's got to teach these guys that formula because it's a proven formula. I don't know. I just feel like he's really, really stepped into his own this year. He's on a whole other level. He's first in points. He's first in assists. He's first in rebounds. He is the best player in the world with a stamp. Like, he is the GOAT. And he's seeing it, man. He's seeing the results. All that hard work is paying off. And now he's got to teach these young guys that this is it, man. We want to win this. We want to win every single year. And we're going to if you play this way. So with that said, Nikola Jokic is the GOAT. I'm pretty good too, not gonna lie. I killed it on the trade machine. I killed it on the clips. Talking BS is just, I mean, if you're not watching the show, what the fuck are you doing with your life? Let's be real. Let's be real about this. So yeah, shout out to all the people watching. I love you guys 100% for real. You guys are amazing. If you're new here, please hit the subscribe button. I'm telling you, this is fun. It's a good show. You get caught up on everything going on every week. Follow for the clips of the week. Clips of the week get posted right after this goes up. Hopefully the in-season tournament is as fun as I hope it is. As of right now, Indiana is back in front. So let's keep it going, Indiana. Let's go. Pacers Kings in the in-season tournament final. Nuggets in the NBA finals, winning the NBA finals. Let's go. This is a Box Day Boys production.